Michael Jackson's Moonwalker was one of those games that everyone knew about, but not everyone has played. It helped boost the Sega Genesis during its early years, and was an interesting take on the classic beat-em-up formula. You control the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson, on a quest to save children from an unnamed villain. I always thought this was an evil Joe Jackson trying to get revenge on Michael, but then again I had a crazy imagination as a kid. The game was in a pre-Scandal Jackson era, so there was no underlying humor about him and children. This was the genuine Michael Jackson being a hat-throwing, break-dancing, moonwalking hero. There were tons of classic moments I remember when I played Moonwalker. Right from the beginning, Michael throws a coin into the jukebox and music starts, Smooth Criminal. The first time I randomly held the spin button too long in the first boss fight, and they all danced with me, another classic moment. And my favorite moment, when you're in the graveyard and at the boss fight, you hold down the spin move, and all the zombies join you in a thriller type dance. I've heard that some carts don't have the thriller music, but mine did, and it was a great memory. Although the Sega Genesis is the more commonly known version, Moonwalker was initially released in the arcades. Instead of the side-scrolling gameplay that the Genesis brings us, you have a 3/4 view that you may notice seems similar to games like Super Mario RPG and Sonic 3D Blast. While I still prefer the Genesis version of the game, the arcade was still a fun game back in the day, and in the 80s when I first played it, the experience was great. For the technical aspects of Moonwalker, it was an overall solid experience. Not perfect by any means, but it was a fun game and was great in small sessions. Graphics were superb for an early Genesis title and really showcased what the Genesis was capable of, pushing it well ahead of the then aging Nintendo Entertainment System. The music consisted of all of Jackson's greatest hits from the time and fit the settings of the game. The controls were alright. My only real complaint would be the hit detection. Sometimes you would kick through an enemy and miss them, but that can be avoided through perfect timing. Overall, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker was a solid early title for the Sega Genesis. To today's standards, it doesn't quite stand up, but it's still a classic game and can't be overlooked as it has a great history. If you're a fan of Michael Jackson or grew up in the 80s, you should check this game out and relive a piece of history for the King of Pop. Make sure you check out VGMastersClub.com for more gaming videos, reviews, and free retro gaming in your browser.